Composite index is a database index that is created on multiple columns of a table. It can significantly improve query performance, but only if it is used correctly. In today's video, we will discuss how they work. We will explore key design principles such as left to right, no skip, and equality before range. We will also execute SQL queries on MySQL and analyze query execution plan to see how composite index design directly impacts query performance. Finally, we will dive into a real story from Swiggy, where a single composite index design choice caused disruptions to one of their verticals across India. Now let's start today's video by discussing what is composite index with a simple example. Here, let's say we have a table employees with the columns ID, first name, last name, age and department ID. And there are frequent queries on this table to filter data based on age and department ID. So it would be beneficial to create a composite index on age and department ID, as this will allow the database to locate data efficiently with the combination of age and department ID. Now let's see how to create a composite index. So we can use this query to create a composite index where we have to mention the table name, and these are the columns on which we want the composite index on, and this is the composite index name. Typically, a composite index is stored in B plus tree in most of the SQL databases. In B plus tree, the left children store the values which are less than equals to that of the parents, and right children store the values that are greater than parent. Searches start from the root node, travels through the internal node, and then finally reaches the leaf node, and then the relevant data is loaded into the main memory. To know more about B plus tree indexing, you can watch our video on cluster indexing versus non-cluster indexing. The link is present in the description box. So here, this is a very simplified version of B plus tree that is storing the composite index age, department ID. The root stores partial keys. The first value is the value of the first column age, while this wildcard represents the second column, that is department ID. Filtering starts with the first column, and then internal nodes guide the search, and then finally we reach the leaf node where the complete composite key is present along with either the actual data records or the pointer to the data records. Let's say we want to execute the query select star from employees where age equals to 42 and department ID equals to 1. In this case, database engine will compare the values present in root, that is 25 and 35, with the value 42, and then it will follow the matching subtree, and then it will finally retrieve the desired data. So we have understood what is composite index. Now there are a couple of things to remember while designing a composite index, and they are left to right, no skip, and equality before range. Let's start with the first one. So in composite indices, the database can use the index efficiently if the query's filter conditions contain the leftmost column and does not skip any column in index function. What does this mean? Let's understand this with an example. Here the query is select star from employee where department ID equals to 1, and the composite index that we are using is age, department ID that we created earlier. So this composite index is structured to sort and filter data based on first with age and then with department ID, and the B plus tree that backs this composite index is sorted with age, department ID. So age must be present in the where clause for efficient index traversal. But in this query, we can see we have filter on department ID, that is department ID equals to 1, but we do not have any filter on the first column of the index, that is age. So the database engine will not be able to jump directly to the node where department ID equals to 1, as it does not know from where to begin, as it lacks the information about the first column of index, that is age. Let's say we have a composite index on A, B and C columns. So to use this index efficiently, the where clause must contain the leftmost column and should not skip any column in between. Let's say we have where A equals to 1 or A equals to 1, B equals to 2, or let's say A equals to 1, B equals to 3 and C equals to 4. In all of these queries, the index will be used efficiently. But let's say if we have A equals to 1 and C equals to 3. So here we are skipping the column B. Or let's say if we have B equals to 2 and C equals to 3. Here we are skipping the column A. So in such scenarios, the index will not be used efficiently. Now let's move on to the next principle, that is equality before range. Let's start with the query. Here, select star from employees where age is greater than 30 and department ID equals to 1. At a first glance, it might look like that here the index will be used efficiently as the where clause contains both the columns present in the index, that is both age and department ID are present in the where clause. But that is not the case. Let's understand why. Here the scan starts from the B plus tree root and then it goes to the first node that satisfies age greater than 30 condition. Then it follows this path and reads all the matching rows, and after that it applies the filter department ID equals to 1. This department ID equals to 1 is applied after the index traversal, not during traversal. So the index is basically used partially. Once the optimizer encounters the range condition on age, it cannot continue filtering based on department ID during index traversal. Instead, it reads all the rows that match this condition, age greater than 30, and then applies this filter department ID equals to 1 in memory, thus making this index not as efficient as expected. Now let's see a scenario where we flip the order of the columns in composite index. So here, the order of the column in the composite index is department ID, age. So department ID is the first column and age is the second column. This is the B plus tree that is storing this composite index department ID, age. This is the value of department ID while this wildcard represents the second column age. Here the start starts from the B plus tree root, and as department ID is the first column of the index, it can directly navigate to the node where department ID equals to 1. And at the leaf level, the nodes are sorted with age within department ID equals to 1. The range query age greater than 30 starts a scan from the first node where age is greater than 30, that is this node, and then it continues the scan until the department ID changes from 1 to 2. So in this case, this node is loaded into the main memory. Now let's execute the queries in MySQL and analyze the query execution plan to understand this second principle better. So here we have two tables, employee and employee V2. And we want to execute this query, select star from table name where age is greater than 30 and department ID equals to 1 on both the tables. So for these tables, the schema is same, the data is same, and we want to execute the same query on both the tables. The only difference is the order of the columns of their composite key. So in employee, the composite key is age, department ID, whereas the composite index of employee V2 is department ID, age. Now let's see the query execution plan when we run this query on the table employee. So here we can see that the table name is employee and we have a composite index. But if you see the used key parts, we can see only age. The department ID is not present here. That means the composite index is used partially here. Complete composite index has not been used. And if you see the rows examined per scan is 3. Now let's see the query execution plan of the same query on employee V2. Here we can see the table name employee V2, and in used key parts we can see both department ID and age. So in this case, both the columns of composite index has been used, and if you see the rows examined per scan, here it is 1, though in the employee table it was 3. In these small tables, it might not look like a very big thing, but if you think about scale, if you think about a table where you have millions of rows, in this case, this number of rows scanned will be a huge factor. And there is another factor that we want to consider is this query cost. This query cost is a value that determines how efficient your query is. The lesser the value of query cost, the better the query performance. So in employee table, the query cost is 1.61, whereas the query cost of employee V2 is 0.71. So from this query cost, from the used key parts, from the rows examined per scan, we can conclude that the query performed better in the table employee V2. And the only difference between these two tables are the order of the columns in their composite index. So from this discussion, from this analysis, we can conclude that it is very crucial to choose the order of the columns while designing composite index. If you have a column on which you have range filters like greater than, less than, or between, it is better to be placed at the end of the index so that the database engine can efficiently use the preceding columns, and at the end it can apply the range filter. This will optimize the index usage. Now we will discuss a real world use case where a composite index design choice impacted a company's business. And the company in discussion is Swiggy. Their hyperlocal delivery vertical was down for 20 minutes due to the high CPU utilization of one of their backend services. And this backend service powers the app that is used by the delivery partners. So they added a new API to calculate the performance of the delivery partners for last 30 days. So for the service, this query was frequently used, that is, select start from table name where pick timestamp is greater than 30 days and picker ID is the ID of the delivery person. So to optimize the query performance, they created a composite index with picked timestamp and picker ID. After they went live, they started getting high CPU utilization alerts from RDS. The reason was the wrong column order in their composite index. If you see, the column with range query is preceding the column with equality sign. So this violated the equality before range condition, which prevented the index usage, and it resulted in full table scans over millions of rows. Also, it had a cascading effect on the transactional queries that were collocated in the same DB, finally which resulted in the temporary shutdown of the service. So in this video, we have discussed composite indexes, what they are, how they work, and why the order of the columns in composite index is absolutely critical. That's it for today. If you have liked this video, then please like and share the video. Please subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon. If you have any query, suggestion, feedback, then please write it in the comment section. Thank you very much for your time.